Good afternoon from Renaissance Coliseum. For this afternoon, it's the next installment of the I-74 rivalry. The Illinois State Redbirds, winners of 3 in a row, taking on the homestanding Bradley Braves. Alongside Owen Dimple, I'm Cody Schindler. We welcome you into the broadcast. Owen, two schools separated by 40 miles. There's a buzz, there's an energy in the gym today. It's a rivalry game. You never know what you might see. Throw the records out the window.
It doesn't get much better than this. I mean, two programs that know each other very well. You said it, just 40 miles down the road, and that means a great crowd. It's going to be a good one today. And you said it. I mean, you can throw the records out the window. What matters is today, and today's Sunday, and you know what they say, any given Sunday.
Right on. Let's take a look at our keys to the game presented by your Peoria area Toyota dealers. First for the visitors from Normal, the Illinois State Redbirds.
Yeah, the first thing they're going to need to do is spread the wealth. They have 4 scorers that average over double figures, and so if they can just rely on all of them and don't become one-dimensional, that'll be huge for their offense. Also, they're going to need to rebound. It's a little thing, but it could add up. If Bradley is going to have the chance at an upset, it'll be through second chance opportunities and points. If they can just force Bradley into one-and-done possessions, that'll go a long way.
Of course, for the Braves, ball security, turnovers, it's reared its ugly head at times this year.
Yeah, and 4 of their previous losses, they've averaged over 20 turnovers per game, and you can't have that. Luckily for them, in their first matchup with Illinois State, they had a season-low 9 turnovers in that game, so they can definitely do it. And they're going to need to win the paint. I talked with Coach Popovic-Goss, and she said this is going to be a huge key for them. It's going to need to be done both offensively and defensively, but if they can do it, that'll go a long way for them as well.
Braves win the tip. Away we go on this Sunday afternoon. Cody Schindler, Owen Dimple, thank you for being here with us. Missouri Valley Conference action as we creep up on the month of March. The Braves wearing their red alternate uniforms this afternoon. PIA across the chest. Go to the city of Peoria ahead of this rivalry game with Illinois State. See the starters on your screen. Illinois State rolling out the same starting lineup for the 25th time this year. And for Bradley, they're 5. Driving into contact. Score it and one. Shannon Dowell. Whoa.
Didn't take her long to get started with this one. I mean, that's just what she does best. She attacks the rim in a very, very efficient score. 8th in the conference, coming in today, 48.2% from the field, and she had a big outing last time in Normal. She's definitely a player to highlight for this one.
Double-double against the Braves. That win back in January, 17 points, 10 rebounds. 3-point play, and the Redbirds off and running.
We saw in the first possession a lot of good ball screens and got Barnes a good look in the mid-range and just rimmed around.
Nelson, catch and shoot triple. No. Dowell the rebound.
Definitely like the look. It was a good set, just couldn't come up with the shot.
Maya Wong penetrate and kick. Knutson ring it up. What a story. Elise Knutson scored 2,274 points over 4 seasons at Division III Millikan in nearby Decatur, Illinois, and is now a star, second in scoring for Illinois State.
You look at her resume, and it's just overly impressive.
Amy O'Hara couldn't bank home the 3. What a pass. Dow inside. Now out to Wong. 9-0 Redbirds. Timeout Bradley.
This Redbird offense is as efficient as it gets. And Bradley sees that right off the bat, only a minute and a half into this one.
Braves would like a mulligan. Illinois State 9-0. A minute 35 in action.
you joking? You're joking. Tell me you're joking.
It's a little early for jokes, but here goes. This muffin goes on vacation.
What's happening?
You said joking 3 times. That's why I'm here. Anyway, this muffin.
Well, I was just excited about my new car.
New car? Oh, you don't need a joke. You need a Jake. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Your State Farm agent can help you choose the coverage you need.
All right, I got a show, so.
You forgot your toothbrush, Jimmy Fallon.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome to the Playground Showdown. On today's field, we have Mom versus her pint-sized powerhouse Timmy. Mom takes off like a blur, and oh, looks like she's hurt her foot, and is now showing us an impromptu dance.
Whether your game is on the basketball court or the playground, get back to it with world-class orthopedic care. Brought to you by OSF Healthcare and Great Plains Orthopedics, official sports medicine providers for Bradley Athletics. Find care now at osfhealthcare.org/orthocare.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining built Ford tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series. Built Ford tough.
There's one quality we all want from an auto repair shop. Honesty, right? At Peoria Tire and Vulcanizing, everything we do is to earn your trust. Whether changing your car's oil, putting new tires on your tractor, or maintaining your commercial vehicles, we do it with integrity at Peoria Tire, like we've done for 100 years. Give us a call right now, and we'll get you set up with an appointment. Honesty, the original way to do business. From the original Peoria Tire.
This adventure's for everybody. It's not just for people who have motorcycles. It's for people who have an interest for finding themselves.
It is just a freedom when you get on that bike, and you got to tell somebody, just try. Get on it and try.
Once I get on, it starts to speak to you, and the bike will tell you where you're wanting to go.
Jump in and get your feet wet, and just come have a good time. We'll show you the way.
Stop by or visit us online at WaltersBrothersHarley-Davidson.com.
Illinois State flying out of the gates. A 9-0 advantage for Bradley. This high-74 rivalry game. And when we talked about it, hey, throw the records out. You know, there's good buzz, there's some energy in the gym, but sometimes you could be maybe a little overamped.
Overamped for sure, but you don't want to let it overpower you. I think Bradley still has shown that they can get good looks on offense. They just need to get that basket or the ball through the basket.
Ellie McDermott, a freshman. Barnes leads the Braves in scoring, just under 15 points per game. O'Hara with 4. Perriman has to launch it, and she rattles it home.
Perriman coming off a big game on Thursday night against Belmont, scored 16 points and 3 assists, and she's really just been really consistent for this Braves team. And you can see her confidence really rising over the weeks.
She's given Bradley a huge lift off the bench. Wong, inside out, Thomas, straight away, triple. Well, you said Bradley needs to get going offensively. They need to get some stops here on the defensive end.
Yeah, they're definitely going to need some stops. Illinois State so far they're showing that they can continue to make baskets. Haven't missed one yet, but Bradley's going to need to get a stop here or there.
Legal screen wipes out the Barnes jumper.
And really that's just Illinois State's offense. It's, multifaceted. They can hurt you in many different ways. Down in the paint, mid-range, and they got some shooters on the outside as well. So they can play really to any game that they want to play, and they're going to have the efficiency to do so.
Fading away, Addison Martin too strong. First miss the contest for the Redbirds after a 4-for-4 start. Barnes too strong. One-handed rebound secured by Dowell.
Yeah, Barnes coming into this one 4 for her last 33 from behind the arc. So a little bit of a cold stretch, but talking to Coach Pop, I mean, she said she's earned the trust of this team, so it doesn't matter how she's shooting it. She has the green light at all times.
She's your best player, your best scorer, right? Sometimes you just got to weather the storm. It's a long season. Going to go through lulls. Knudsen, step back three, rims off. One and done possession for ISU. Kayla Nelson scores it.
Good bucket right there from Kayla Nelson, and she was a player Coach Pop was excited to see in this matchup. She only played in the first half in normal.
McDermott a block from the weak side. Perhaps the Braves have woken up defensively. Perriman. Bingo. Little hesitation. Took it anyway and knocked it down.
Perriman's got that confidence going up so far. Big baskets. And it's brought Bradley back into this one.
Inside, no, Martin.
Great job by the freshman McDermott. Stay straight up, and she's another player that's really improved throughout the year. Coach Pop thinks she can be a caliber player for the all-freshman team in the Valley.
Perriman again. 9 points in the blink of an eye for Tanea Perriman. Braves have nearly come all the way back, and they get a steal.
Braves doing a good job just building sequence of good play after good play.
Barnes got it. It's a long two. The Braves playing with some confidence after the timeout. Thomas at the elbow. Wong the dribble handoff. It's loose on the hardwood. Bradley comes away with it.
Barnes did a good job blitzing that screen and just getting a hand in there, knocking it away from Maya Wong.
Barnes lets it fly. Why not? It's contagious all of a sudden for the Bradley Braves.
After
a 13-0 run.
Yeah, and that's coming from the 9-0 start that Illinois State had.
It's a game of runs after all. Wong lets it fly. Short. Barnes secures it. Soleil Barnes into the paint. Perriman wanted it. What a fine Nelson three ball. That one's true. Timeout, Kristen Gillespie. Whoa.
You're feeling the energy in this building. I mean, both teams have had spurts of energy, giving the fans a good one, but man, this one's already started off really good, and we're going to continue to have a good one.
Teams are a combined now 8 for 13 from long range. If you like offense, you're going to keep it here this afternoon.
And really what we're seeing from Bradley, they're quick and decisive on offense. I think in their game on Thursday night, they were like just going deep into the shot clock, maybe not getting the looks that they wanted to. But right now, they're just being aggressive, and this really rewarding them with good shot looks and finishing. Really just their form with the three-point shooting.
Bradley entered play shooting 29% as a unit. They've already knocked in 5 threes. Just over 6 minutes of game time. Sometimes that's what it takes. This is a Bradley team in year 3 of a rebuild under Kate Popovic-Goss. 10 wins. They've already improved their win total from a season ago. They're looking for a signature win. That's the next step for Coach Pop's group. This would certainly qualify, but a long way to go.
It would, and Coach Pop 0-5 in her coaching career against ISU, and this would be the marquee win of her coaching career so far in Peoria.
Barnes, mid-ranger.
Great move by Barnes. She knew Knutson was going to close out heavily after the other three-pointer she made. So just a really veteran move to get that shot fake and drive in. Nice pull-up.
Is Washington in, a freshman. Bradley, defensive effort has really picked up as well. Knutson ends the scoring drought for Illinois State. Nearly 5 minutes.
And that's what she does. She's a scorer. You talk about the ranked third amongst active players in career points. And one of the other three played here Thursday night, Caitlin Young of Murray State.
Barnes too strong that time. Fastball too hot to handle. Anila Washington, who's a promising freshman, number 22 in white.
Absolutely. 5th in the conference in block shots, 3-time freshman of the week. The Redbirds do have a good freshman class for them. And you get that mix of veterans, too. A couple grad students that have seen a lot of basketball. This is a well-rounded team.
It's a fun mix, right? They've got two highly touted sophomores in Dow and Thomas. Harriman almost got the members bounce. And then you add a player like Knutson, who's been around the block. It's a fun mix. This is a Missouri Valley Conference that is once again just loaded at the top, Illinois State included. They're currently in a three-way tie for third at 11-4 in the league. And they're as talented as any team we've seen in this building this year, certainly.
Absolutely, and there's about 5 teams battling for a top 4 seed when it comes to the tournament at the end of the year, and they picked up a big win against Belmont on Thursday night.
That they did. Abu Azesh, quick trigger 3, finds the bottom. Braves had to scramble back defensively. Washington had it influenced by O'Hara.
Yeah, this game is playing at a quick pace, and usually that doesn't favor Bradley, but so far they are really excelling at it.
O'Hara, head fake and the lay-in.
O'Hara, a player that missed a long time due to a concussion, but since she came back, she's just gradually gotten better and better. Her game against Murray State was probably one of her best since returning to the lineup.
Dow over Perriman.
Talk about a high-scoring first quarter.
Got clock under 10. McDermott with the left scores it off glass. We've seen her game really grow as a freshman.
Yeah, I mean, with the left hand, and you can't ask for much more from your freshman. She was a player that they were going to need today, just a post presence, and so far she's stepping up to the task.
Washington drives O'Hara. Rebound, fade away, rims off. And that's how the first quarter ends. The Bradley Braves, after falling behind 9-0, lead by double digits after a quarter. Bradley on a 28-7 spurt. They lead by 12 after a quarter.
Genesis GV70 and GV80. Lease the 2025 Genesis GV70 for $399 per month. Exclusively at your tri-state Genesis retailers.
Your barber Gus works great, but he doesn't work like Wealthfront. Wealthfront keeps your investments working, optimizing them automatically. If Gus worked like that, he'd always be trimming your hair, always rebalancing your sideburns, always minimizing stray neck hairs. And occasionally, he'd help you save on taxes. Maybe only Wealthfront should work like Wealthfront.
Krista, it's time to fess up.
About?
You're over 45 and still haven't screened for colon cancer. We all knew. This is like the third year she's turned 44. Okay.
I wasn't ready. But drink all that prep? Cancel brunch plans? I can't.
Ask for Cologuard. It's a one-of-a-kind way to screen for colon cancer that's effective and non-invasive.
No prep, and you use it at home.
False positive and negative results may occur. Those at high risk should use colonoscopy.
Skip the drama. Ask your provider or request Cologuard online.
Listen up, hockey fans. NHL on ESPN Plus is back. The hardest hits, the dangles, and of course, the semis. Enjoy every second of 1,000+ out-of-market games, exclusive matchups, marquee NHL events, and so much more. That's hockey on ESPN Plus.
This is an ESPN Sonic blockbuster.
I take the first shot, you keep it going. We know a lot about turning left into something.
He is must-see television every time he puts that uniform on.
College basketball, inevitable disappointment.
How fun is this?
The best of college basketball every Saturday on ESPN.
I-74 rivalry this afternoon in Peoria. Bradley out to an early lead. Let's dive into the series history, the 88th all-time meeting between these two Missouri Valley Conference foes. The Redbirds have a big edge in the all-time series. They've won 9 in a row, looking to make it a nice round number 10 here this afternoon. They were winners earlier this year, January 26th, in Normal.
Yeah, going back to Bradley's last time beating the Redbirds was back in 2020. That year they swept the Redbirds.
Braves have certainly held their own on the glass. Well, that might be an issue coming into play, but so far so good. Nelson catch and shoot. On line but short. Rebound out to Knutson. Inside, across the lane. Basket and one for Addison Martin.
You know, we've talked about Dowell, Knutson, but Addison Martin is another impact player for this team. Also a transfer coming from Abilene Christian. Leads the entire Valley in field goal percentage.
Just under 60%. 3-time Valley Newcomer of the Week. He's kind of the, she scores double figures, right? But kind of the unsung hero of this bunch. Thomas and Dowell, they get a lot of credit, as they should. But my goodness, Martin can really play. 6'1", a unique skill set.
Very good post game too.
O'Hara turns and faces, and 3 in the lane.
A tough break for Amy O'Hara. We saw the slow start in the first quarter for the Braves, and then they really picked it up. This was about the time when they picked it up in the first quarter, that 8.5 mark.
Double quickly comes against Martin. Wong, high arcing 3. Missed it badly. But Dow chased it down for ISU. Dow with the left. No. Offensive rebound keeps it alive. Another crack at it for the Birds.
Yeah, you just can't give an offense like this 3 different chances at it.
Thomas shuffled the feet. ISU turnover.
Nevaeh Thomas having a good sophomore year for the Redbirds. Played her freshman year at Evansville. She was part of the all-freshman team in the Valley. Had a great outing the first matchup against Bradley. 19 points, 7 rebounds, and very efficient, 7 of 10 from the field.
Dow active hands. Pick and pop, McDermott 3, and air ball. That's in her game. McDermott has range out beyond the arc.
And it's improved throughout the year, too, especially as she's taken more, a lot more have went in, up to 30% from behind the arc.
Friendly rim roll for Martin. She's coming alive offensively. The Redbirds back within single digits.
You want to watch a player with a good mid-range game, look no further than Addison Martin. She hasn't shown it yet, but she also has a really good fadeaway shot in her arsenal.
What hands by Knutson. I thought it was ticketed for a back cut layup. Forces the Bradley turnover. Again, they go inside, and Martin is fouled. She'll shoot a pair as they got O'Hara with the foul.
This is something the Redbirds did well in the second half in their first matchup with Bradley. They attacked the rim, they got more fouls, and they also did that on Thursday night against Belmont, especially Addison Martin. She was 9 of 12 from the free throw line in that game.
71% at the line is Martin. True on the first. Goes 2 of 2. 6-0 Bulge from ISU. A personal 6-0 run for Martin. Dermott puts it on the floor this time. Shot clock under 10. Barnes drives. Soleil Barnes. Counted and one.
What a move from the senior. Looked like it was going to be a dead possession with the shot clock dwindling, but she put the ball in her own hands and attacked the rim, got the and one, and we'll see if she can convert on the three-point play.
To your point, Owen, right there, the deflection, I thought it was essentially a broken possession. Barnes could turn it into 3 with the free throw, and she does.
Big points right there, too, to the first point scored of the second quarter for the Braves.
It stems the tide for a moment. Martin again in the paint. And she was fouled. Braves are starting to run the double team at Martin.
Yeah, she's just getting too comfortable down there, you know, more than what Coach Popovic-Goss would like to see. And Harley Vick gets tagged with the foul. She had a great game Thursday night, 5 assists, and Coach Pop said that was probably one of the best games she's had all season.
Nevaeh Thomas, strong move. Kenosha, Wisconsin. Your neck of the woods?
Not quite.
Not
more,
quite.
More towards Madison,
okay.
But definitely familiar just with the Kenosha area.
Maya Wong running the break. Cal thought about it. Kept it in the holster. Martin again. 2 more.
We're really seeing their offense just develop around Martin. Get good ball movement around the perimeter and then find a touch to Martin down low.
Redbirds doubling up the Braves in paint points, 12-6. Perriman. Perhaps she's cooled off after the hot start. Inside, guess who? Martin picked up her dribble. Nearly threw it away. Now Thomas. And a foul called. ISU just patient, carving up the Bradley defense with their bigs.
They're patient offense for sure. I mean, just really good shot selection. They lead the Valley in field goal percentage, and they're also 7th in the nation in that field goal percentage as well. And that's because they're not afraid to go different ways about it, take their time, make sure they get the best look possible. And that time, I think they're starting to see the double teams from both forwards down low, and they saw a great cut from Addison Martin, and she took advantage of it and got to the free throw line.
Martin, the Shreveport, Louisiana native, offline on the first. But the bigs for ISU, they're such good passers, Thomas and Martin.
It's essentially like having 2 more guards out there on the floor with you, and you just can't talk enough about the guards that the Redbirds actually do have. When you can pair Knutson with Wong, I mean, it's just a great 1-2 punch.
Barnes spins it in, plus the contact.
So far, it's been Barnes' day, getting some lucky rolls on the and-1 attempts.
She's up to 12 points, and she'll shoot for 13 when we come back. Kristen Gillespie beside herself. Braves will go for the 3-point play when we come back. Bradley, Illinois State, a rivalry game. Intensity picking up.
Are you joking? You're joking. Tell me you're joking.
It's a little early for jokes, but here goes. This muffin goes on vacation. What's happening? You said joking 3 times. That's why I'm here. Anyway, this muffin.
Well, I was just excited about my new car.
New car? Oh, you don't need a joke. You need a Jake. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Your State Farm agent can help you choose the coverage you need.
All right, I got a show, so.
You forgot your toothbrush, Jimmy Fallon. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome to the Playground Showdown. On today's field, we have Mom versus her pint-sized powerhouse, Timmy. Mom takes off like a blur, and oh, looks like she's hurt her foot, and is now showing us an impromptu dance.
Whether your game is on the basketball court or the playground, get back to it with world-class orthopedic care. Brought to you by OSF Healthcare and Great Plains Orthopedics, official sports medicine providers for Bradley Athletics. Find care now at osfhealthcare.org/orthocare.
Dear winter, we're coming. Our squad of vehicles, with all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive, is ready to take you on. Safety's the name of our game. Bundle up. Toyota.
Right now, lease a new 2024 Tacoma for $319 a month, or get 1.99% APR for 72 months on a tough new Tundra. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places. There's one quality we all want from an auto repair shop. Honesty, right? At Peoria Tire and Vulcanizing, everything we do is to earn your trust. Whether changing your car's oil, putting new tires on your tractor, or maintaining your commercial vehicles, we do it with integrity at Peoria Tire, like we've done for 100 years. Give us a call right now, and we'll get you set up with an appointment. Honesty, the original way to do business. From the original Peoria Tire.
This adventure's for everybody. It's not just for people who have motorcycles. It's for people who have an interest for finding themselves.
It is just a freedom when you get on that bike, and you got to tell somebody, just try. Get on it and try.
Once I get on, it starts to speak to you, and the bike will tell you where you're wanting to go.
Jump in and get your feet wet, and just come have a good time. We'll show you the way.
Stop by or visit us online at WaltersBrothersHarley-Davidson.com.
Bradley leads by 6. An ISU superfan in the building. What do you think?
Love the outfit. That's the Sunday best right there.
Sunday best.
Really like the hat too.
I'm on board with the hat. I like it. Is that like a bowling, kind of like a bowling shirt maybe? A little Illinois State themed bowling shirt to go with it.
I wonder if they have a club bowling team over there normal.
I'm sure they do. I'll tell you what, there are a lot of Illinois State fans here this afternoon that made the jaunt west on 74. The Birds break a little pressure in the backcourt. Martin this time is a driver. Couldn't score it. Rebound tracked down by Abu Azesh. Perriman had it swatted out of bounds. The freshman Washington.
Just added to the block tally already. 6'1" freshman. She could be a force in the paint for a long time in the Valley.
Barnes, mid-range pull-up. Nylon. She has 15 first-half points.
Her shot is just smooth today. There's not much going on with it. I mean, she's just getting to her spots, getting what she wants, and getting that basket.
Double comes, and it leaves Martin alone on the doorstep.
Yeah, that can be difficult sometimes when you try to work some double teams. You got to have good help defense, or it's going to end up in points like that.
Dermott. Travel.
Kind of looked like just the extra bump got her for one more step.
Redbirds moving quickly up the floor. Bradley, a little different look here. Pull into a zone. We've got some foul trouble. Amy O'Hara, Claire McDougall, both on the bench with 2 fouls. Trying to take the Redbirds out of their rhythm.
Yeah, just show them a different look, see how they react to it.
Shot clock at 2. The floater in the painted area goes down for Trista Feta, a freshman from Green Bay.
Yeah, another one of those talented freshmen. Had 2 assists in the first matchup against Bradley.
Comes Barnes off a curl. Shot clock dwindles under 10. Barnes, pull up 3, short. She ended up on her backside. Redbirds can make it a 1-possession ball game. Feta behind the back. Inside Martin, but good help defense. Tamia Perriman knocked it away. Barnes, transition, triple, wouldn't go. And then a foul. And one that Bradley didn't need. Becomes the 5th BU foul. And the Redbirds will get free throws out of it.
Yeah, those are fouls that you just don't want to see. But tell you what, if that shot would have went through, I think Renko would have erupted.
Fade to the line. Free throw up and down. Redbirds cut it to 3. They trailed by as many as 12 in the second quarter.
Scoring has become a lot more of a premium here in the second quarter than it was in that first quarter.
O'Hara threw it away. Dow running one-on-one against Perriman. Dow, no. Knutson, no. And a tie-up. The arrow favors Bradley. A couple of players slow to get up.
A lot went on during that play. A couple misses, and Braves did a good job just staying tall and avoiding the foul.
Knutson, a chance at the follow.
Don't see her miss too many like that.
No.
When you score almost now up to 2,600 points, those would be the ones that stick out the most. Oh, I could have had those.
She entered play today 4 points away from 2,600 in her career. Another milestone. Entry pass, knocked away. Dowell saved it. The leg of O'Hara. Defensive intensity really picking up for Illinois State.
You can't tell me that Shannon Dowell doesn't want it. Great job forcing the deflection on the initial pass, and Amy O'Hara just wrong place at the wrong time, getting the deflection off her leg. That's what Dowell is. She's just an overall playmaker. You ask her to go do something, she'll go get it done.
Double team forces a turnover. Both teams now with 7 TOs in the first half. Final minute, quarter number 2. Nelson rejects the ball screen. Barnes will try to play make. 5 to shoot. Barnes, a 3-ball. In there.
That shot was money, right on Knutson, too. I mean, 2 veterans going right at each other, and Barnes got the best on that time.
18 first-half points for Soleil Barnes. Entry pass knocked away, a near steal. Stepping out from 3, Knutson wouldn't go. Dow saves it this time to Bradley. The Braves will take the last shot. And I think I know who's taking it. Here comes Barnes. And we got a foul. Moving screen. Someone got stuck in the wash.
Oh, that's just unfortunate because Barnes definitely had a good look top of the key. Possibly go over 20 points and give Bradley almost a 9-point lead to go on the half. But now the Redbirds have a chance to get one more good look.
Long from half court. Won't go, and the Braves will take a 6-point edge into the locker room. This I-74 rivalry game. Bradley 39, Illinois State 33. It's been highly competitive, highly entertaining. 20 minutes gone in Peoria. It's Bradley by 6.
Genesis GV70 and GV80. Lease the Genesis GV80 for $479 per month. Exclusively at your tri-state Genesis retailers.
With Allegra, you can stop being sneezy without feeling sleepy.
Hello? I'm sleepy. Yeah, we know.
Allegra has 0% brain interference for fast, non-drowsy allergy relief, so you won't be sneezy or sleepy.
Do you know what I'm allergic to?
Maybe not even grumpy. Stop your sneeze and ditch your drowsiness with Allegra. It's a no-brainer. See Disney Snow White in theaters March 21st. Rated PG.
My life is full of questions.
Mom, is yellow a light or a dark?
How do I clean an aioli stain? Thankfully, Tide's the answer to almost all of them.
Why do we even buy napkins?
Think cold water, clean white soap. It can with Tide. Do I need to pre-treat guacamole? No, with Tide. This is chocolate, right? Just use.
Tide? Yeah.
No matter who's doing it, on what cycle, or in what temperature, Tide works. So I can focus on all the other questions.
Do crabs have eyebrows?
For all of life's laundry questions, it's got to be Tide.
It's the return of women's college hoops. Ready to run it back?
Are you kidding me?
With the game's brightest stars.
She is going to put on a show tonight.
Must-see matchup. And off-the-charts hype.
This is what we came to see. Let's go!
All season long on the networks of ESPN.
This is an ESPN Sonic blockbuster.
I take the first shot, you keep it coming. We know a lot about turning nothing to something.
He is must-see television every time he puts that uniform on. College basketball, it never disappoints. How fun is this?
The best of college basketball every Saturday on ESPN.
2025 Credit Union 1 MVC Women's Basketball Tournament is heading to Evansville, Indiana. All the action takes place at the Ford Center March 13th through 16th. Buy your all-session tickets now at MVCHoops.com and click on tickets. Bradley leads Illinois State 39-33 at the break, and let's dive into some numbers, shall we? First half stats, and 55% from the floor. That's a big number for Bradley. It's a BU team. They're one of the best scoring defenses in the league. They hold opponents to 59 points per game. They don't score a whole lot of points either, so this is a little uncharacteristic for Bradley, but my goodness, the offense for much of that first half was clicking.
It was, and this is a huge advantage for them. Coming into today, just a team average of 38.7% from the field. And if you would tell Coach Popovic-Goss that they would go into halftime shooting 55.6% and a 6-point lead, she would definitely take that. So it's been a great first half. Can they keep it up in the second half will be a big question.
Braves have kept it competitive on the boards. ISU +4 there. And the shooting prowess from beyond the arc as well. Bradley 7 of 16 in that first half. Just a shade under 44%. And the last number, I think that tells a story how Illinois State kind of got back in the ball game, right? They were down by as many as 12. They made it a one-possession ball game late in the quarter, and they did it by pounding it inside.
They did, and that's how Addison Martin really took over in that second quarter. They just wanted to make sure possessions ran through her, and she did a great job getting to the rim, making sure that she was scoring points. Had 11 in the first half, and that's already her season average. So that'll be a big point of emphasis probably for them in the second half, too. Can they continue to go to her consistently?
Martin leads all ISU scorers with 11. Soleil Barnes, a game-high 18 for Bradley. We'll step aside as halftime rolls on here in Peoria. The Braves, in search of a marquee win, lead Illinois State after 20 inside Renaissance Coliseum.
Genesis GV70 and GV80. Lease the 2025 Genesis GV70 for $399 per month. Exclusively at your tri-state Genesis retailers.
Your barber Gus works great, but he doesn't work like Wealthfront. Wealthfront keeps your investments working, optimizing them automatically. If Gus worked like that, he'd always be trimming your hair, always rebalancing your sideburns, always minimizing stray neck hairs. And occasionally, he'd help you save on taxes. Maybe only Wealthfront should work like Wealthfront.
With Allegra.
Hi, ho, hi,
You can stop being sneezy without feeling sleepy.
Hello? I'm sleepy. Yeah, we know.
Allegra has 0% brain interference for fast, non-drowsy allergy relief, so you won't be sneezy or sleepy.
Do you know what I'm allergic to?
Maybe not even grumpy. Stop your sneeze and ditch your drowsiness with Allegra. It's a no-brainer. See Disney Snow White in theaters March 21st. Rated PG.
My life is full of questions.
Mom, is yellow a light or a dark?
How do I clean an aioli stain? Thankfully, Tide's the answer to almost all of them.
Why do we even buy napkins?
Think cold water, clean white soap. It can with Tide. Do I need to pre-treat guacamole? No, with Tide. This is chocolate, right? Just use
Tide? Yeah.
No matter who's doing it, on what cycle, or in what temperature, Tide works. So I can focus on all the other questions.
Do crabs have eyebrows?
For all of life's laundry questions, it's got to be Tide.
Hi, we're Visible. If you're looking for one-line wireless plans without hidden fees and surprise charges for just $25 a month, Visible is for you. That's one line for one flat rate, taxes and fees included on Verizon's 5G network. Plus, with unlimited data and hotspot, you can scroll to your heart's content. Finally, a clear choice in wireless for just $25 a month. Cue the confetti. Your wireless should be visible. Switch at visible.com.
The MVC Women's Basketball Tournament app, presented by Great Southern Bank, is the official app of the 2025 Credit Union One MVC Women's Basketball Tournament. Get information you need to plan your trip to Evansville, including the tournament schedule, tickets, and special events. Download the app today. Don't wait, as March will be here before you know it. The first half highlights, there are plenty of them, a lot of offense. 20 minutes, Bradley a 39-33 halftime lead over Illinois State. It was the Redbirds scored the first 9, Owen, and then the Braves, they figured something out.
They did. After that timeout, not sure what Coach Popovic-Goss said to her team, but they got it going, and they just showed confidence on offense. That was the biggest thing. Every player was going into their shot knowing that they were going to make it. And they weren't afraid of any shot either.
Well, basketball, it's a confidence game, right? Sometimes you make one, you make two, and then it looks like you're throwing it into the ocean.
Yeah, and then, that carries over to defense, too, and you start playing complementary basketball, and that's just what they did really good at in that towards the end of the first quarter.
Bradley hit 7 threes in that first half. Illinois State, a lot of this. They were throwing it inside Addison Martin in that second quarter, and she kind of really stemmed the tide, right? It felt like maybe there was a chance for Bradley to push it to 15 or more, but they were reeled in by Illinois State. So the Birds a hot start. Bradley reeled them in. The Braves a big run, and Illinois State brought it back. We check in with Delaney Giles for the first time on the sideline. Delaney, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Certainly an exciting first half of the game here today, and maybe not what people might have been expecting. To put things into perspective, the Braves have not beat the Redbirds since before COVID. So 5 years ago was the last time that the Redbirds lost to the Braves. Now, looking at the score, we're seeing that the Braves are clearly ahead, which is good for them in terms of, in the past, the Braves have been 8-1 when leading at the half, while the Redbirds have been trailing. When they trail at the half, they're usually 2-7. So we're seeing some things here from both sides. Obviously, a lot of scoring, especially in that first quarter, with the Braves leading in that scoring. But hopefully for the Redbirds, they'll maybe pick it up. But definitely hoping for more of an action-packed game like we saw here in that first half. Back to you guys.
You nailed it, Delaney. If the second half is anything like the first half, we should have a lot of fun over the next 20 minutes here in Peoria. I-74 rivalry, it's lived up to the hype through 20 minutes. Bradley 39, Illinois State 33. Second half action coming at you next in Peoria.
Burger King has a deal for all. $5 duo answers hunger's call. $7 trio, more options for y'all. Which one will you choose? BK, have it your way.
You mastered your mind. And all the while, you were on the train home. Audible. There's more to imagine when you listen.
Genesis GV70 and GV80. Lease the Genesis GV80 for $479 per month. Exclusively at your tri-state Genesis retailers.
Before you go to extremes to fix sagging and wrinkles with expensive injections, try this, Olay Regenerist. Olay boosts skin cell regeneration to firm, lift, and reshape volume without painful prices. For me, it's only Olay.
Want the power of 5 serum benefits in one? Olay Super Serum activates on skin for visible results that beat the #1 luxury serum. A super glow for your best skin yet. Olay.
Your barber Gus works great, but he doesn't work like Wealthfront. Wealthfront keeps your investments working, optimizing them automatically. If Gus worked like that, he'd always be trimming your hair, always rebalancing your sideburns, always minimizing stray neck hairs. And occasionally, he'd help you save on taxes. Maybe only Wealthfront should work like Wealthfront.
Today, I choose us how to screen us for colon cancer. I will not drink all that liquid. Give me Cologuard or give me...
We can do that for you.
What, no battle?
Nope. Just a prescription.
Victory!
Cologuard is an effective and non-invasive colon cancer screening test. False positive and negative results may occur. Those at high risk should use colonoscopy. Skip the drama. Ask your provider or request Cologuard online.
Since 1907, we've been one valley, united institutions with common goals, breaking down barriers and building up communities. NBC student athletes are leaving a lasting impact in the places they call home by sharing diverse perspectives and fostering a climate of unity for future Valley pioneers. We are one Valley. Let's go around the Valley, shall we? See what's going on this Sunday, February the 23rd. Coming down the stretch, and we've got 2 games at the half and one nearing its conclusion. Valparaiso trying to hold off Indiana State. Valpo currently a couple games up on Bradley for that 8th seed. Certainly they could meet in a couple of weeks in Evansville. UIC all over Evansville. They lead by 15 at the intermission. And check the score in Murray, Kentucky. Belmont, a 2-point edge. That is a high-level game, and that will go a long way in deciding the seeding come Evansville.
That's a big game for sure. I mean, 2 teams with 11-4 Valley records. Whoever can win that has that inside track on making sure they're a top 4 team. Illinois State, they're also in that mix as well.
Owen said there's that 3-way log jam at 11-4, including Illinois State, who trails here at the half. Missouri State feel pretty good about things. 14-2. They've created some separation over Drake. Northern Iowa and UIC, they're in that middle tier battling for spots 6 and 7. And then you see the rest of the league. Bradley with a strong finish could maybe push Valparaiso. We'll keep an eye on that. Right now they would be locked into the 8-9 matchup, the first game of the Hoops in the Heartland tournament come Thursday. Just about ready to pick it back up here in Peoria. Oh, in the first 5 minutes, we talk about it all the time. So crucial coming out of the locker room. What does Bradley have to do here to keep up the intensity and try to keep Illinois State at arm's length?
I think they want to continue to do the ball screens on offense. I thought that really worked well for them, especially in the first quarter, and it definitely had points in the second quarter as well. If they can continue with that great ball movement on offense, they'll find open looks, and they can maybe continue to score at a good rate.
Second half underway. Illinois State gets the first crack at it. Kristen Gillespie's club looking for another 20-win season. Knutson missed the mid-ranger, but Nevaeh Thomas tracked it down. Here's Dow into traffic. She threw it away, out of bounds. Ball to Bradley.
Thomas creating the second chance opportunity for the Redbirds, and she's one of the best rebounders in the Valley. Averages 7.6 per game. She had 12 on Thursday night. She just had a really good game on Thursday. 6 points, but 12 rebounds and a career-high 7 assists.
That'll play. Claire McDougall didn't see much of her in the first half due to foul trouble. Misses the short one.
Both teams experiencing 3 players with 2 fouls in that first half. Definitely something to keep an eye on here in the third quarter and beyond.
Thomas, Martin, and Washington, 2 fouls for Illinois State. Dougal, O'Hara, and McDermott for Bradley. Dow floats one up off the heel.
Braves defense did a nice job making sure they have a hand in the face defending that shot.
O'Hara, the elbow. Great passing big. Over 40 assists on the year. Barnes didn't have the English. McDermott got the loose change. Now McDougall a 3 try.
It was really set up by O'Hara tipping that ball out. Just couldn't find the nylon on the second time by McDougall. McDougall, I mean, she was a player that I had my eyes on coming into this game. She had 15 points back in Normal on January 26th.
Elise Knudsen rings up the triple, and it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, she was bound to have another one. Was 1 for 5 from 3-point range in that first half, but she can bury at any point. Just one of those 3-point shooters that can become unconscious.
Speaking of unconscious, Soleil Barnes hit that one for Bloomington. 21 points for Barnes.
What a performance thus far by Barnes, and a huge reason why the Braves have had a lead for quite a while in this one.
Inside out, Thomas the triple. Wouldn't go. McDermott skies for the rebound, and Dow fouled.
Watching Nevaeh Thomas's game, she's one of those players that can get it done from just about anywhere on the court. She needs to go down the post. She can turn around and get some hook shots, but she's not afraid to shoot from behind the arc as well. A 37.5% three-point shooter.
Not as many touches on the block as I maybe anticipated. See if that's point of emphasis in the second half. Barnes comes and gets it. Pass too tall for Ambu Azesh. Turnover.
A little miscommunication right there. Just added to a turnover for the Braves, but so far sitting at 8. It's definitely been a lot better than their recent games.
Knudsen, that's a long 2. It was short. Barnes corrals it. Barnes around the ball screen. 2 more for Soleil Barnes, who discarded Martin in the process.
And just when you think that Barnes is just an outside shooter, you know, not someone that wants to go in the paint, she'll prove it to you right then and there. Not afraid of contact and not afraid to go get some much-needed baskets.
Thomas doubled, nearly tied up. Dow, triple, bingo.
Dow, she can be that little spark, that igniter for this offense. Can take over a game at really any point. For the Braves, you got to make sure that she doesn't do that as she did the last time.
Azesh went against the ball screen. Barnes, rhythm 3, an air ball. Knudsen floats one up and in.
Great driving floater by the 4-time Division III All-American.
Is that good?
I've always said it doesn't matter. D3, D2, D1, JUCO. If you can play, you can play.
You are darn right. And they'll find you, too. Dermott threw it away.
Can even apply that to the NAIA where Tamia Perriman came from.
That's right. Talent all over the place and all over the world. Becomes such a global game. Braves will keep it. Ball was out of bounds off of Martin. Bradley, 13 to shoot when we return. It's the Braves with the lead.
Genesis GV70 and GV80. Lease the 2025 Genesis GV70 for $399 per month. Exclusively at your tri-state Genesis retailers.
What are we doing today, Coach?
So, today, we're going to work on our checking on...
Oh. Sorry, I heard checking.
A bit of a misunderstanding.
I meant checking on how we can help save our customers money on their car insurance.
And whether they need car, home, boat, or pet coverage.
Precisely. Now, let's go again. Susan?
Always wanted to do that.
My turn.
Switch and save. Get more with Geico.
Best day of training so far.
How's your elbow?
It's killing me.
With True Green, we got a great price on a golf course quality lawn.
Which attracted golfers.
Morning.
Who needs a warm-up?
And because True Green's doing the work, we get to have more fun.
Please don't post that.
Too late.
They don't have grass this thick in Australia.
That's what happens when you have a great lawn.
Shanked it again, huh? They're fun to have around.
PGA Tour quality lawns for as little as $1 a day.
Where are we playing next?
Get started at TrueGreen.com.
With Allegra, you can stop being sneezy without feeling sleepy.
Hello? I'm sleepy. Yeah, we know.
Allegra has 0% brain interference for fast, non-drowsy allergy relief, so you won't be sneezy or sleepy.
Do you know what I'm allergic to?
Maybe not even grumpy. Stop your sneeze and ditch your drowsiness with Allegra. It's a no-brainer. See Disney Snow White in theaters March 21st. Rated PG.
This sandwich is not just spicy, it's flavorful. Hi, this is Matayo. And this is Elsa. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Spicy Deluxe Sandwich is that spicy kick. I really like the marinated chicken breast because the spice comes in at just the right moment. Oh, no. A little thing I love is that cilantro lime sauce. It's a fun blend of zesty and bold. It's highlighting the flavors in the chicken. That's what really makes me happy. Are you going to eat all your fries?
Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Bradley leads Illinois State. Nice crowd here this afternoon. Good atmosphere. Plenty of ISU fans made the trip. Of course, Bradley wearing those PIA jerseys. Peoria-themed uniforms. Redbirds wearing their home whites.
They did a nice job kind of marketing this PIA night, or afternoon if you want to call it. $3.09 tickets. They've been giving away red gear. Been a good day for the Braves.
Perriman, 3-ball barely grazed iron. Birds can tie it with a 3.
Seeing Addison Martin and Claire McDougal really battle down there.
Double team, inside out. Knutson didn't catch it cleanly, or otherwise it was going up. 6 to shoot. Martin, fadeaway J, bounces up.
And there we see again the freshman McDermott doing a nice job defensively.
Pick and roll, McDermott, no. Just be careful not to foul. Running the floor and out of bounds. Al's pass a little too far for Martin.
Yeah, we've talked about how the Redbirds, they've been doing enough to stay with the game, but they still haven't gotten over the hump yet from when they originally led in the first quarter. But you got to give a lot of credit to Bradley's defense. Even when they're not coming up with points on offense, they've been able to get stops on defense.
Remember, if you're just tuning in, a note, Illinois State led 9-0, 92 seconds into the ball game. It was the Braves who had to do some early rally. Dow, pull up Jay, too strong. McDougal yanks it down with one hand. Both teams seemingly stuck on a number all of a sudden. Dermott, too strong.
Bank's not open on Sundays.
I don't think that was a shot which Kate Popovic-Goss wanted.
It's been interesting to see the change of pace and how the game has played out from the first quarter now into the second and the third quarters. I mean, it was just high scoring right away. We were seeing three-pointers left and right, both teams going up and down the court. But now, I mean, both teams are having their defense really settled in, and maybe some offense just having troubles finding good looks and finishing at the rim.
Good point by you. This has been a grinded-out quarter. Illinois State an 8-5 edge in quarter number 3. O'Hara backing in, scores it with the left.
Very good footwork right there from Amy O'Hara.
He's done a nice job varying their looks on the ball screens. McDougal chases down another board out of her area.
Yeah, O'Hara's really became just a threat in the offense. You don't know if she's going to be setting the screen like she did right there, or pick and pop, or go down below.
Caitlin Nelson, offensive rebound, draws the foul.
That's a great effort play right there. It's great to see her finally play a full game against Illinois State. Was battling an illness last time. Bradley a lot healthier this time around facing the Redbirds.
Barnes just did get it in before the 5-second call. Shot clock at 6. 3 to shoot. Nelson has to create. Long 2, and she was fouled just before the expiration of the shot clock. Maya Wong, the personal, and free throws coming for Bradley.
Yeah, that's a crucial foul right there from the fifth-year grad student. Recently became the program's all-time leader in games played, and just a really good player for this program, but that time bailed out Nelson in the Braves offense.
Kalen at the line, 87%. Here's the foul. Let's see. Hard to tell from that angle from the backside. Wong extended the arm, but I'm not sure there was any contact. Maybe the illusion of contact.
Sometimes you watch a play and you just think, oh, there should be contact on a play like that, and sometimes it's not always the case.
Braves went 1 of 2. Knutson got around McDermott, couldn't score it. Washington follow no. And the Redbirds offense is going cold all of a sudden. And some uncharacteristic misses around the rim where they've been so good.
Very good, and so far just only 2 added points in the paint in the second half. They had 14 in that first half.
Barnes a wild shot. Redbirds a chance to run. Nelson getting back defensively it out of play.
It was a good thing she did because Wong was going to be there for a potential open look from three. And, you know, when you look at Maya Wong, she's done a great job of just being a veteran presence. She's always been adaptive to what the team needs of her. This year she's been a lot of a facilitator, dish out open looks to her teammates, only scoring 8 points per game, but don't let that fool you. She can hit her shots when she needs it.
On cue, Wong launches. Missed it right. Let's finish a thought on Wong. It feels like she's really the heart and soul of the team.
And when you have a player that's played, 147, 148 games now, you're going to have that.
Nelson gets the bounce. Shot clock is off. Washington. Knudsen with 5. Wong was bumped, and it's really a good foul if you're Bradley. It's your first foul of the quarter. Wong, I think, had Nelson beat, and now make them catch and shoot on an inbounds play.
Yeah, she had a step on her driving towards the rim, and with just 1.7 seconds, I think you'll definitely take a chance on an out-of-bounds play rather than a player with a step driving to the rim.
Dow fumbled it and got wiped out by Abu Hazesh. The officials will talk. I'm sure the foul occurred with time on the clock, and they're going to go to the monitor.
Tough break right there for Abu Hazesh because she anticipated with how little time there was. As soon as Dowell got the ball, she was going to put it up, but she mishandled it, so that kind of took off the timing with the jumping to block it.
Dowell, if she catches this cleanly, that's a layup. And then Abu Hazesh, as you said, was trying to contest the shot. Never came. Just a matter of the timing. Was there time left when the foul occurred? The officials this afternoon, Jamie Broderick, Jeff Cross, Royce Blevins, a veteran crew. Certainly it looks like there was time left.
Maybe 6/10 on the clock, give or take.
I think they're going with 1 second.
I mean, you saw the reaction, too, from the Illinois State bench. They wanted to make sure they got that foul.
Jeff Cross explaining to Holly Goss, Bradley assistant.
Now they're going to do it again. You got to make sure that play doesn't happen because Dowell had a very good look underneath.
Long lobs and threw it off the backside of the backboard. 1 second left.
Yeah, since it didn't touch a hand, time shouldn't come off the clock.
The Braves try to run something to get a heave the other way, and they won't. And we go to the fourth quarter. The Bradley Braves, this rivalry game, perhaps sniffing an upset. 49-41 in favor of the Braves as we go to the fourth quarter in Peoria.
This is ludicrous.
Ludicrous. All right, who called for ludicrous?
Sorry,
we went. This is ludicrous.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't tell ludicrous what's ludicrous. Ludicrous tells you what's ludicrous.
Okay.
Oh, that is ludicrous. You don't need me for this. Hang on. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Good thing you have State Farm. Just file a claim on the app or call us.
Guess I can go. Don't you mean roll out? No, I don't.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome to the Playground Showdown. On today's field, we have Mom versus her pint-sized powerhouse Timmy. Mom takes off like a blur. And oh, looks like she's hurt her foot and is now showing us an impromptu dance.
Whether your game is on the basketball court or the playground, get back to it with world-class orthopedic care. Brought to you by OSF Healthcare and Great Plains Orthopedics, official sports medicine providers for Bradley Athletics. Find care now at osfhealthcare.org/orthocare.
New city, new venue, same excitement. The postseason starts here. The 2025 Credit Union 1 Missouri Valley Conference Women's Basketball Tournament, presented by Grinnell Mutual Insurance and Great Southern Bank, moves to Ford Center in Evansville, Indiana, March 13th through the 16th. Experience fast breaks, clutch shooting, and the crowning of a champion. Plan your trip to Evansville and get your tickets at MVCWomen'sHoops.com.
There's one quality we all want from an auto repair shop. Honesty, right? At Peoria Tire and Vulcanizing, everything we do is to earn your trust. Whether changing your car's oil, putting new tires on your tractor, or maintaining your commercial vehicles, we do it with integrity at Peoria Tire, like we've done for 100 years. Give us a call right now, and we'll get you set up with an appointment. Honesty, the original way to do business. From the original Peoria Tire.
This adventure's for everybody. It's not just for people who have motorcycles. It's for people who have an interest for finding themselves.
It is just a freedom when you get on that bike, and you got to tell somebody, just try. Get on it and try.
Once I get on, it starts to speak to you, and the bike will tell you where you're wanting to go.
Jump in and get your feet wet, and just come have a good time. We'll show you the way.
Stop by or visit us online at WaltersBrothersHarley-Davidson.com.
Well, I'm in on the overalls. I don't know about the lid.
I think if you could combine from the outfit we saw prior, that hat added to the overalls, I think that would be the best look for Illinois State fan to represent. Maybe we'll see him in Hoops in the Heartland.
There we go. For Illinois State, this is a big game for seeding purposes. They're in a three-way tie for third. Two teams are tied with Belmont and Murray State. They're playing right now in Kentucky. So O'Hara charge. She did. Bradley bench thought it was a flop. It's a big turnover. Big turnover, big stop for Illinois State. They've been scoreless for more than 5.5 minutes. Very unlike the Redbirds. Thomas was blocked.
That was clean, too.
Barnes to the cup.
She never stops scoring, does she? Up to 25 points now, one away from season high that she set against Northwestern.
Dow trying to get the offense going. Dow, high archer. She was fouled. Free throws coming for the O'Fallon, Illinois native. Former state champion. One of the cool things about an Illinois State signee, you make it to the state finals here in Illinois, you're playing at CEFCU Arena.
Yeah, they had a few players that have played their high school championships at CEFCU Arena.
Formerly Redbird Arena. I'll probably always call it Redbird Arena.
Some places they just have that iconic name that, once a business steps in, they want the naming rights.
Sure.
It's just not the same. Me being a Brewers fan, it's always going to be Miller Park. And some people still called it County Stadium when it was Miller Park, even though that was an entirely new building.
What is it now? AmFam?
AmFam Field, American Family Insurance Field.
Sure. Inside out, Nelson, 3-ball, much too strong. The Redbirds went to a zone there. They switched it up mid-possession. Whistle and a foul. Perriman cut off Down.
Now Perriman's picked up 2 quick ones here in the fourth quarter.
Into the break, number 1,
quick breather. 22 in red will be back.
O'Hara still out there with 3 personal on her.
Down, basket and 1. The Braves were all sorts of discombobulated, matching up. And a chance to cut it to 5 for Shannon Dowell, who's up to 12 points.
And Dowell really exposed the defense on that take to the rim, and probably not her best day, but right now she's doing enough to drive a rally, a Redbird rally.
Second double-double in as many games against the Braves this year. She has 10 boards. Go with now 13 points. Barnes, catch and shoot. Air ball.
Yeah, she knew she missed that one right away. Tried going after her shot.
Timeout Bradley, there's second. This turns into immediate timeout.
Timeout, Bradley. Kate Popovic-Goss wants to talk it over. 8 minutes to go. The Redbirds are playing percentages. They've went to a zone, forcing the Braves to shoot over them. See if they can rally here in Peoria.
Genesis GV70 and GV80. Lease the Genesis GV80 for $479 per month. Exclusively at your tri-state Genesis retailers.
Wake up, rested, work out, get it. Wow, the day just clicks.
Your barber Gus works great, but he doesn't work like Wealthfront. Wealthfront keeps your investments working, optimizing them automatically. If Gus worked like that, he'd always be trimming your hair, always rebalancing your sideburns, always minimizing stray neck hairs. And occasionally, he'd help you save on taxes. Maybe only Wealthfront should work like Wealthfront.
Before you go to extremes to fix sagging and wrinkles with expensive injections, try this, Olay Regenerist. Olay boosts skin cell regeneration to firm, lift, and reshape volume without painful prices. For me, it's only Olay.
Want the power of 5 serum benefits in one? Olay Super Serum activates on skin for visible results that beat the #1 luxury serum. A super glow for your best skin yet. Olay.
Today, I choose us how to screen us for colon cancer. Here, on my land, not theirs. Give me Cologuard or give me...
We can do that for you.
What, no battle?
Nope. Just a prescription.
Victory!
Cologuard is an effective and non-invasive colon cancer screening test. False positive and negative results may occur. Those at high risk should use colonoscopy. Skip the drama. Ask your provider or request Cologuard online.
Bradley 51, Illinois State 46. Starting to get into the guts of the game here in Peoria. Cody Schindler, Owen Dimple with you. Owen, Illinois State has gone to a zone that's stymied the Bradley offense, and see if they have a counter.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to find a solution to it. Otherwise, the Redbirds will just take over in this one in the closing minutes.
Has not been Illinois State's day offensively, 36% from the field. 38% from three, a little better from distance. Short one rimmed off for Dow, a tie-up. Keep it with Illinois State. But ISU, at no point have they looked rattled, and that's a championship pedigree that Kristen Gillespie has installed here. Her 8th season at Illinois State. Picked up her 250th career win earlier this season. And Kay Yao, disciple, she was a grad assistant at NC State under Coach Yao. Now does a lot with the Play for Kay initiative. Dow carving through the lane. She has 15, and here come the Redbirds.
Yeah, don't look away now, but 3-point game. This is a big possession right here for Bradley. See if they can get a good look and possibly stop this Redbird run.
Barnes catch and shoot, long two. She's gone cold all of a sudden. She has 25 for the game. ISU can tie with a triple. Thomas, too strong. Rebound bounces up to McDougal. The Braves running 3-on-3.
You know, someone we haven't talked about in the second half has been Martin. She had 11 points to lead the Redbirds in the first half. She hasn't scored since.
Nelson posting Knutson. Barnes. Wild shot. Dow clears it. Dow all the way. No. Gets her own miss.
That's what makes Dow so dangerous, is when she's in transition like that.
Long, a little stop and pop floater. It's a 1-point game, and here come the ISU faithful.
It's exactly what you expect out of your star tenured point guard.
McDermott, the freshman. What a big-time shot.
That's a big-time three by the freshman. Not necessarily a three-point shooter, but she became one in that moment.
Dow wants to create. Shot clock under 10. Dow drives. Flips it up and in. What a finish. Whoa.
What a play, Dow. I mean, there's no shot that she can't go out and create for herself. Just an overall playmaker.
O'Hara all alone underneath. Things ratcheting up in Peoria.
Seeing both teams just go punch for punch.
Wong, the pocket pass. Inside out, Dow three. McDermott the board for Bradley, her 7th.
McDermott's impact is really showing up here late.
Barnes. Not sure that's a shot Bradley wanted. What a find, Knutson. How in the world did she see Martin streaking to the cup? Free throws coming for Illinois State when we come back, and buckle up the seatbelts. I-74 rivalry living up to the billing this afternoon. The Braves trying to score an upset winner at home.
Genesis GV70 and GV80. Lease the 2025 Genesis 25 Genesis GV70 for $399 per month. Exclusively at your tri-state Genesis retailers.
With Allegra, you can stop being sneezy without feeling sleepy.
Hello? I'm sleepy.
Yeah, we know. Allegra has 0% brain interference for fast, non-drowsy allergy relief, so you won't be sneezy or sleepy.
Do you know what I'm allergic to?
Maybe not even grumpy. Stop your sneeze and ditch your drowsiness with Allegra. It's a no-brainer. See Disney Snow White in theaters March 21st, rated PG.
Your barber Gus works great, but he doesn't work like Wealthfront. Wealthfront keeps your investments working, optimizing them automatically. If Gus worked like that, he'd always be trimming your hair, always rebalancing your sideburns, always minimizing stray neck hairs. And occasionally, he'd help you save on taxes. Maybe only Wealthfront should work like Wealthfront.
My life is full of questions.
Mom, is yellow a light or a dark?
How do I clean an aioli stain? Thankfully, Tide's the answer to almost all of them.
Why do we even buy napkins?
Who's Tide?
Think cold water, clean white soap.
It can with Tide. Do I need to pre-treat guacamole? No, with Tide. This is chocolate, right? Just use.
Tide? Yeah.
No matter who's doing it, on what cycle, or in what temperature, Tide works. So I can focus on all the other questions.
Do crabs have eyebrows?
For all of life's laundry questions, it's got to be Tide.
Before you go to extremes to fix sagging and wrinkles with expensive injections, try this Olay Regenerist. Olay boosts skin cell regeneration to firm, lift, and reshape volume without painful prices. For me, it's only Olay.
Want the power of 5 serum benefits in one? Olay Super Serum activates on skin for visible results that beat the #1 luxury serum. A super glow for your best skin yet. Olay.
Our Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois player of the game, Soleil Barnes, 25 points, one off a career high. Braves have needed every single one of those points. Your lead precarious at the moment. Soleil Barnes of Bradley, our Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois player of the game. Free throws coming for Illinois State, a chance to make it a one-possession game. Addison Martin has not scored in this second half. 11 points, 8 rebounds, on par with her average. Abilene Christian transfer. Martin 1 of 2, rebound nearly yanked down by Illinois State, and then a foul. They got Nevaeh Thomas a little over aggressive. It's her first. No one has more than 2 fouls for Illinois State. It's been a clean game.
It has been, and for Bradley, just 2 players with 3 fouls. But she thought she was going to get that ball back. The Stripes disagreed.
O'Hara. Whistle, moving screen.
That's a tough one on McDermott. I mean, just got to know better in that situation. Can't be moving your body around.
The fouls have been a problem for Bradley. McDermott, that's now 4 on her. O'Hara has 3. So Bradley Biggs in some foul trouble here at the end of the ball game.
You got to wonder if the Redbirds will take advantage of that.
Dow trying to maneuver around Perriman, a tie-up. McDougal reached in and forced the jump ball. Arrow gives it to Bradley.
Just another stop when they needed it. They faced different times where it's one possession where ISU could tie it up or take the lead, and they just find a way to get a stop to remain ahead.
Remember, this is a Bradley team that hangs their hat on defense. They allowed just 59 points per game. O'Hara. 5 to shoot. Perriman. Pass to McDougal, deflected out of bounds. 1 to shoot 1 second on the shot clock.
And I felt like O'Hara could have just, when she turned around and shot fake, I think she could have went with the shot. Probably would have been their best chance at a basket, but we can see if they can drop something underneath here on the inbounds.
Shot clock violation. Seen the men's game switch. The shot clock, once it gets under 5, it counts the tenths. Not the case here. Could have been anywhere between a tenth of a second and a full second. I don't think O'Hara got it off. It wouldn't have mattered much anyway. Thomas was bumped. Illinois State in the bonus. Taking the Braves to the cup, not a bad strategy.
Worked well for them last time in normal. McDougal now with her third foul. She'll take a seat. McDermott with her fourth back on the floor.
Thomas, the Valley's freshman of the year a season ago at Evansville. Been a huge addition to this Illinois State team. The Braves have held her in check, just 6 points. The sophomore. She goes 2 of 2, and the Redbirds have it back to a 1-point game with 3 minutes to go.
Tell you what, Cody, this is what the Battle of I-74 is all about. Close ball game late.
O'Hara all alone on the doorstep. Redbirds are saying right now, hey, anyone but Soleil Barnes for the Braves offensively.
But when they do that, they sell out against Barnes, and that left a wide open O'Hara.
Inside, muscling it in, Martin. Two timeouts for Bradley, 3 for Illinois State. Arrow favors the Redbirds. Dow, a steal. Shannon Dow on the break. Illinois State leads.
And who else than the big playmaker for the Redbirds, Dowell.
Two minutes in regulation. Nelson, catch and shoot, 3.
Great reaction from the Bradley bench. Coach Popovic-Goss really proud of her senior making that shot. She said she was excited to watch Nelson play today, and Nelson providing a big moment.
Cross court, Knutson couldn't answer. Got a great look at it.
Boy, she doesn't miss many of those, and that's going to be a crucial one. 1:23 to play. Bradley by 2. Cody, this has been an outstanding ball game between two really competitive teams.
Bradley searching for what would be a signature win on their season. Three to shoot. Barnes has got to go. Barnes, no. Rebound, Martin. See how quickly ISU chooses to operate. They have all 3 timeouts. Wong inside, Thomas. Double doesn't come this time. 5 to shoot. Martin, no. O'Hara cleans it up. She's fouled. Just the second Illinois State foul. Did we get a timeout awarded first? A timeout was awarded to Bradley. So Bradley can advance it to the front court. Timeout. 1 remaining for BU. The Redbirds have all 3. And Illinois State with 27 seconds. have a little bit of time in your back pocket. Maybe you catch and trap, and if you don't get the steal, then you foul. But they've got a long way to go. They've got 4 fouls to commit here in 27 seconds.
Yeah, it's a long time for sure, especially in a moment like this, a 2-point ball game. And when they have that many fouls to give, it does give you that advantage, too, that you can play a little more aggressive towards a steal, trap, whatever it may be, because you're not going to get punished right away with the free throws for Bradley. But it's going to add up eventually, and it's going to come down to free throws, and who's going to be the one to close out this game.
How about Kayla Nelson? Perhaps a closing moment from her, 11 points. Only other Brave in double figures. Abu Azesh fouled right away.
Looks like Coach Popovic motioning to run the same play.
Officials want to make sure the clock is spot on. Kristen Gillespie saying, come on, let's play. I assume a timing question, right?
It's got to be. I can't think of anything else that they could be talking about.
It's Jeff Cross explaining to Kate Popovic-Goss. Now Nelson the catch. There's the third Illinois State foul. Bradley, they have quality free throw shooters on the floor. Nelson 87%, Barnes 84%, Abu Azesh 81%.
Kind of a pick your poison kind of deal when you want to foul the Braves. You said it, all three of them over 80%.
Barnes the catch, and she's fouled. 2 free throws for Soleil Barnes, who will shoot to make it a 2-possession game, and she has an opportunity for a personal career high.
You know, admits a lot to shoot for. She's definitely just thinking about making sure she can give her team the 2-possession advantage. But still, 24.1 on the clock. That's a lot of time, Cody.
A lot of time, and Illinois State has 3 timeouts. They can really lengthen this game. As Barnes gets the first, it's back to a 3-point edge. Soleil Barnes, a career high. Timeout, Kristen Gillespie. And she's going to want to set up here on the near side by us. 4-point lead for Bradley. Both teams in the bonus. If you're Illinois State, get it to Dowell and go to the rim. That seems like a good strategy to me.
Give it to Dowell, attack the rim. Who knows, maybe Knutson would be on the outside. If that's shut out, you can kick it out and get a good look from 3. But really, you could go a lot of different ways, and that's because of how many great scorers they have. You can go to a different person every single time. You can create a different plays for them, and that makes it hard for Coach Popovic-Goss to talk to her team right now. You don't know who's going to get that ball. But I think, as we said it, Dowell might be the best option.
The Bradley helped defense, and I think you made a good point. It'll be interesting to see just how aggressive they are, right? I'm not trying to give up a 2, then a 3. You're just playing the math the rest of the way.
And when you're playing the math, too, at what point do you just start fouling them rather than allowing them to get a look on a basket? You know, because like they always said, if you're up 3 or more, foul them rather than, you know, so you take the 2 free throws rather than a potential 3-point basket.
Illinois State, we'll see how quickly they work. The Braves feel like You're one big stop away from perhaps cementing what would be a marquee win for Kate Popovic-Goss in her third year, the Hilltop. They get it quickly inside to Martin, and a foul called. Well, they cleared it out. Martin caught it, quickly went to the rim, and she'll shoot a pair. And only 3 seconds elapsed.
Yeah, and then that's McDermott's fifth, so she's out of this ball game too.
That is significant. McDermott all over the stat sheet. 5.7 rebounds, 3 assists, a couple steals, a block. Freshman from Green Bay. There we go. Free throws for Martin. She's 4 of 7 this afternoon and rims in the first. Bradley has 1 timeout. Illinois State with a pair. Martin couldn't get it. O'Hara fouled on the back. She'll walk 90 feet, shoot the free throws. O'Hara, 46%, but was 3 for 4 the other night against Murray State.
I wonder if they got a timeout rather than a foul. I think it might have been a timeout. If that's the case, that would be better for Bradley. Have a chance to give it to someone else. Better free throw shooter.
Well, certainly the Illinois State bench thought there was a foul. I thought there was a foul. In Illinois State, they want that for multiple reasons. Of course, one of them, they want to send a 47%er to the line. And now Bradley as well, they can advance the ball.
A lot of factors going into a big call like this.
Meanwhile, the Bradley huddle, they've been chatting. Assume they'll run something similar to try to get Soleil Barnes to the basketball with 20 seconds to play. Bradley as a team, just 5 for 6 at the free throw line. They haven't shot a ton. Illinois State 13 for 17, 76%. That's a winning number.
Yeah, they're a team that gets to the free throw line often. Shot 20 of them on Thursday night.
Into Barnes. Little variation from the set. That time Barnes got the ball screen and ran right as opposed to left. Bit of a new look.
You always got to mix it up just a little bit. Got to keep the defense honest.
Now O'Hara checks back in. Offense for defense substitution. Two freebies for Barnes, trying to make it a 2-score game. First is up and down. The Toledo transfer, 28 points, a career high, her 7th game this season with 20 or more points. Braves have needed every single one of them.
Can't talk enough about her impact this season for the Braves. She's just been exactly what they needed and what they were hoping to get out of her from the transfer portal.
Timeout, Illinois State. They have 1 remaining. Bradley out of timeouts. And this is a clever little set we saw last time. They really cleared out the paint, lobbed it to Martin, who then got to the charity stripe.
Yeah, it was effective and it was very quick too. Only issue last time was that Martin went 1 for 2 from the free throw line and couldn't quite capitalize on it. Feel like what you want out of this is just a good look. You don't want to force a 3. If you can get a good 2, you want to do that, but whatever offense you're going to have, it's going to have to be quick with the 5-point deficit. Can't waste too much time dribbling around trying to find a better look.
Katie Wade is in for Bradley for defensive purposes. There's a mix-up for where to inbound the basketball. The Redbirds wanted to be right of their bench. The officials get it corrected. Wong over the top to Martin. Knutson, mid-ranger, no. Wade the rebound, and she's fouled with 13.5 seconds.
That was a big missed shot right there from Knutson. She knows she can make that, but how about Katie Wade coming in and getting the big rebound?
Now Wade, as a free throw shooter, 3 for 6 on the year. She's a deep reserve for this Bradley team, but 2 free throws has a chance to perhaps ice it. How about Katie Wade?
What a story. What a big moment for the senior.
Former team manager under Andrea Gorski. Comes in for defense, gets a board, and then hits 2 clutch free throws. Make it a 7-point game with 13 ticks to go. Illinois State drawing something up in their final timeout.
Yeah, definitely going to need a 3-point basket, and look no further than Elise Knutson, probably the recipient of this play.
Bradley, 13 seconds away from ending a 9-game losing streak to their rivals from Normal. Trying to steal one here in the I-74 rivalry. Wong floats one up. It rims in with 8.4. Quickly to Barnes. More free throws to come.
The Braves just all about closing it out at this point.
Barnes has a chance at a 30-burger here this afternoon. Just got to knock in one of these 2. Obviously for Bradley, this will be a feel-good moment. Barnes misses the first. Illinois State would be a significant loss trying to keep pace for a top 3 seed. 68-62. Wong drives to the rim. Foul. Was it on the floor? Did they count the bucket? They did count the bucket. So Wong can make it a 1-possession game with a free throw. Barnes did not need to do that.
Yeah, that was a tough break right there.
But 2 is not going to beat you. Wong's free throw is pure. Bodies hit the deck with 2 seconds remaining. Both teams out of timeouts. Nelson into McDougal. Fouled with 1.4 remaining.
Really just got to make sure you knock in one of these. With 1.4 on the clock, one should be able to do it to make it a 4-point game.
Dougal, 74% on the year, has not scored this afternoon. She could put the nail in the coffin right here. She does. The Bradley Braves are going to score a key win over their rivals. McDougal hits them both. And Kate Popovic-Goss has her signature win on the hill.